Day building an 8-foot snowman, and it was just getting dark when I saw the headlights turn onto our street. The truck plowed straight through it, and snow exploded everywhere. My youngest was standing next to me and started crying. I didn't know how to tell him that some people were just mean, so I pointed at the scattered snow. You know what though? Did you see how far the head flew? That was actually kind of cool. My youngest wiped his eyes and nodded. It went really far. I smiled. Next time let's build it right by the street and watch it happen. The next Saturday we built another one right by the street, and my boys pressed their faces against the window at night watching for the truck. When it came roaring down and demolished the snowman, they jumped up and down. The head went so far, Dad. We did this for 3 years. Build, watch, rebuild. Then my youngest stopped running. He couldn't get out of bed some mornings. The doctors gave us a number of weeks, and my son made me promise we'd build one more. So I pushed his wheelchair outside, and he sat there wrapped in blankets pointing where to pack the snow. His brothers rolled the middle section while I lifted it into place. It took us all day. When we finished, I hammered stakes into the ground around it and tied rope. I wrote, "Please don't hit this one," on cardboard, and hung it on the rope. 3 days later, he died. I knew they'd come for the snowman eventually, so I walked across the street and knocked on my neighbor's door. My hand was shaking. The father opened the door, and I looked him in the eye. "My son just died. That snowman is the last memory I have of him. Please leave this one alone." He looked at me for maybe half a second, then shrugged. "That's rough and all, but it's just a snowman." I heard his son laugh from inside. The door slammed in my face. 2 days after we buried my son, I was lying in bed when I heard the engine. I ran to the window and watched headlights turn onto our street. The truck accelerated straight toward the snowman, hit dead center, and snow exploded into the air. The father was hanging out the passenger window cheering, and that's when I knew he had to pay. I went upstairs and shook my boys awake. "Get dressed. We're rebuilding it." We worked through the night rolling snowballs under the streetlights. My older sons didn't say anything, just kept packing snow. I built this one directly around the fire hydrant at the edge of my property, carefully positioning each layer around the metal. After they went to bed, I dragged the hose out and soaked it. I did this for 3 straight nights, watering and letting it freeze until the snow was solid ice. Then I sat by the window every night watching the street. My boys would come downstairs asking if tonight was the night. A week passed. Then I heard it. That engine. I grabbed my phone and started recording. The truck came flying down the street and slammed into my snowman at full speed. The sound was like a car crash, metal crunching. The truck's entire front end crumpled. The impact ripped the hydrant off its base, and water shot 30 feet straight up into the air. The truck spun, and water shot everywhere, flooding the street as the father kicked open his door and crawled out. When he turned to look at my house, my boys and I were standing in the window. We all raised our middle fingers at the same time and went to bed smiling.